is being sent to insurance companies and send it to individual Americans. The president, in his plan, would terminate what he calls the worst healthcare anywhere in the world, Obamacare. So how exactly all of that would work, entirely unclear at the moment. And of course, terminating Obamacare is going to be a non-starter with Democrats. That's just not something that they're ever going to vote for. And in fact, I think a lot of Republicans who, as a party, have been trying to get rid of Obamacare for the better part of 15 years, might see some issues with going down this road again, particularly when there isn't kind of a concrete alternative that anyone is suggesting. Now, the president, for his part, encouraged Republicans to stay in Washington and keep working on this for the weekend. Obviously, they've done just that, but the president, of course, is down here where I am in Florida, South Florida. The president spending the weekend at his Mar-a-Lago estate. He arrived to his golf course down here at 8:45 this morning. Frederica.
All right, Kevin Liptak, keep us posted from Florida. Thanks so much. All right, meantime, full SNAP payments are in limbo once again. Late Friday, Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson temporarily paused a lower court order requiring the Trump administration to restore benefits to millions of Americans. And now people who rely on the program to feed themselves and their families are wondering when they will get their next meal. Rafael Romo is with me right now. So, Rafael, what are you learning about how people are trying to make ends meet when they ordinarily would be relying on these SNAP benefits?
Yeah, it's a very difficult situation for millions of people around the country. But the beautiful thing is that a lot of their neighbors are really coming through in this crisis. And let me first tell you about what's been happening at the federal level. The decision by Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson temporarily pauses a lower court ruling that required the U.S. Department of Agriculture to transfer $4 billion to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, known as SNAP. The Trump administration had announced Friday that it was working to fully fund food stamp benefits for the month of November to comply with the earlier federal court order. But Jackson's stay gives the administration appeal more time, putting benefits on hold. While the legal battle plays out, Fred, food banks, community organizations, and even neighbors are doing everything and anything they can to help families who would otherwise receive food through SNAP. Some states, like Kansas, are using their own funding to provide food assistance. Reacting to Friday's Supreme Court order, Kansas Democratic Governor Laura Kelly said in a statement that today, in accordance with the court's order and after receiving guidance from the USDA, Kansas sent full November SNAP benefits to all eligible Kansans. These Kansas, she said, most of them children, seniors, or people with disabilities, were struggling to put food on their plates. Something that is also happening across the country is that people are taking action to help their neighbors in need. CNN affiliate WWJ is reporting that in the community of Ferndale, Michigan, a social worker converted what had been a community little free library into what is now called a little free pantry, which is accepting food and hygiene items for their less fortunate neighbors.
I'm a social worker, so I work with a lot of people in applying for those benefits and maintaining those benefits. So I know a lot of folks that are feeling scared. Take what you need and leave what you can.
I'm just dropping off some toothpaste, a toothbrush, floss. I had done some Thai wheat noodles, just staples for the community. I am in a fortunate place right now where I can absolutely go out and give more. And I know that if I can just even search in my house and see what things I have that people would be desperately needing, that I can take a half an hour out of my day and make a difference hopefully for somebody.
Young told CNN affiliate WWJ in Michigan that she plans to keep this pantry going until SNAP benefits are fully restored. And this is but one example of what many people are doing across the country to make sure that nobody goes hungry during this record-long government shutdown. But again, this would not be happening if Democrats and Republicans would be able to work together.
Yeah, it's nice that a lot of neighbors are trying to help neighbors, and that's cute to see how a little library is turned into more like a little pantry.
Right.
All right, bring us more later. Thanks so much, Rafa.